Okay, hello, my name's Cole, and I'm gonna be making a video. I haven't made a video in a long time. I used to do gaming videos and stuff like that, but I've kind of got more like prioritized on my music. I've been, you know, drumming and stuff, made a band, all it doesn't really matter. But the subject I'm being want to talk about is Matt Skiba, Matt Skiba. If you don't know who Matt Skiba is, you should know him if you're watching this video. He is the new lead slash just the guitarist and a third of Blink-182. So it is a big deal. I mean, Blink-182 have just came back. They record now, but this time without Tom DeLonge. Personally, I've never really been a fan of Tom DeLonge. I just haven't liked him. I don't like the way just the way he goes on. Really, I've never been a big fan. I've always been more into Travis because I'm a drummer, and he's always been a big inspiration to me. And I've always liked Mark. I've always thought he's the more funnier character. Miles better musician. He's just a nicer, more he's just a more generous person. He's a much better person. And so I've never really bothered about Tom DeLonge. And obviously with the split, kind of break they had after Neighbourhoods. I don't know. It's just personally, I'm pretty sure this is how it goes. This is most likely how it goes. Angels and Airwaves, they're doing well. I mean, they haven't got. Personally, I don't think they have the loyalist of fans. I think they're mostly Blink-182 fans and Tom DeLonge fans. But whatever, whatever you listen to. But now they've replaced Tom, social media is just exploded with people complaining, just whinging so much about how they've replaced Tom DeLonge. It kind of is replaced, but not the kind of replace they're talking about. That in people's eyes, because they're that attached to Tom DeLonge, for some reason I really cannot relate to. They kind of just, the first thing that comes to their mind is, they've kind of just said, okay, we're going to start this project, bring Blink back, new album, covers, gigs, all this, and we're not letting you back because you've been successful. That is not, they would not do that. That is not what happened. I don't know if that's official or not. It's most likely not. I just find it that if you're a Blink-182 fan of the band and not just Tom, you should be able to understand that in no shape or form would Mark and Travis say, "Okay, Tom, leave. We don't want you. We're going to replace you." I mean, when it comes to Matt Skiba, I think he's a really good musician. I've never really listened to his stuff, but since I heard about him, saw him play a gig or two with their Blink. Now that they're back, she's covering some older stuff. He's I think he's a really good replacement. I think he's much better. Personally, I know I'm gonna get a lot of stick for that, but I just think he's a much better guitarist. He's just more kind of into it. I think just Tom does something. There's just something about Tom DeLonge himself, and when he gigs, there's just something about it, and I really don't like it. I don't know. And I am a really big Blink fan. I have been since I was like 6, and now I'm getting on to the end of school, about to end my thing as a student, do whatever. But it's been a long time. It's been a good 10 years that I've been a Blink fan, big Blink fan. I always have been. Covering music. I even got to the part where I was like getting I don't know if you can see it there, but I have an Epiphone Studio there, and the reason I got a hollow body Epiphone guitar was all because of Tom DeLonge's signature. And I know I've just been saying how I've never really liked Tom DeLonge. That doesn't matter. I'm also a big fan of Green Day. I love the guitar riffs in Green Day. They're just so simple, but they're so good, so catchy, so memorable. They're all very similar, which is kind of a problem with me, but I always liked it. But I am not a fan. I'm even worse a fan of Billy Joe than I am of Tom DeLonge, and I still love it. I mean, I just love the music, and that's the whole reason about that is because of Tom's guitar for the Neighbourhoods tour. I saw them. I saw them when they came back for the album. I have the album, the deluxe edition. So I'm not really giving them stick. I'm just saying that people on the internet need to stop. They really need to stop it with the whole Blink will never be the same without Tom. I mean, what do you expect, really? I mean, if Tom's gonna be all like, aliens exist, angels and airwaves, and he's just, I don't know, that's literally all I hear about him since, like, I don't know, self-titled album, that's all I've heard from him. Social media, YouTube, gigs, whatever. And, I don't know, it's just stop. All these people on the internet that are saying, oh, Blink will never be the same, Matt's a fraud, Tom is the king, he owns the band. You've kind of and they're just giving Mark and Travis just tons and tons of stick and loads of crap for it. I mean, there's just no need for it. I mean, it's just really, really over. You've just put it completely wrong, and you really don't understand what's going on with the band. It's just these people. It's just what they've read, and then they've just went to the conclusion just because they're that big a fan of Tom DeLonge. It's like, you know nothing. You know nothing that's going on with that band. You know not a thing. There could be, I don't know, Tom could have some really bad illness, or something could be going on in his family, or something to do with his career, anything like that. And that is the reason. He's just said, I really can't do it. And he might have even been like, you know what, I'll set this up for you, Mark Travis, I'll set it up, but I don't want to be playing with you, because of whatever. It could have been him that had brought back this, band reunion kind of thing. But, I don't know, there's just something about the way people act I feel awful. Like, it just makes me realise that people are really stupid. I mean, I can kind of understand it slightly from their perspective. It's hard because they're just talking nonsense. I mean, it is pretty blatant. I've already said this. If you're a Blink fan, you're gonna know how close Mark and Tom have been for decades. They're just really, really, they're like best friends, they're like brothers. Travis as well, being really, really good friends with the band. Not as much, but still a great friend. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't fall out so easily and not. I mean, honestly, after the self-titled when they got back together in like 2011, it's like Tom wasn't there. You could just tell that he changed everything. He was a completely different person. Just the way he played everything he played, the way he sang, the way he sang, just the way he acted. It was just, he wasn't himself. And he just seems much happier with Angels and Airwaves, which I'm alright with. I mean, I've never really liked Angels and Airwaves. I've never been that big of a fan of Tom, so I'm completely fine with that. And I am really, really happy that Blink are back together because, it's the same music. It may not be all three of them, but they've got, Matt is a really good musician. I can't talk today. He's a really good musician, and I just think he deserves much more respect for what he's doing. Because he's a great, great man, and he's got some balls to be replacing Tom DeLonge in Blink-182. So yeah, that's it really. A short rant, 8-9 minutes long, but yeah, just stop giving Matt and Mark and Travis stick just because Tom chose not to play with Blink in 2016. Yeah, see you later.